again. All right, somehow I lost my notes from yesterday, so I can't remember. Well, I know we're on page 2. Ready for me? 6B, okay. All right. So, we're ready for question 6B. At the very top of the page, it says 2, so this is like page 2. And we're ready for, where you been, my friend Liam?
You're on time.
He's sharpening his pencil.
Were you in your seat at 56?
I was in the classroom. Oh.
Full size, non-generic.
3 wheels.
All right, here we go. Sue makes, this is going to be the first question, or number 1, is going to be on your quiz tomorrow. Sue makes $24,500 per year. She gets a 6% raise each year. How much does she make in 8 years? So here we go. We want to know the 8th term, right? So the 8th term will be set up. How? Don't say it out loud. Macy, you say it out loud. How is this going to be set up? Okay, she doesn't even know where we are yet. But Solomon, can you tell us how to set this up? Elliot, how do we set it up?
You write 24,500 times 1.06 to the 7th.
Okay, stop right there. What do we think? Is he right? He is right. So, I want everybody in the room to be on the right page. We're doing problem 6B. And it's part 1, and this is the setup for part 1. Since this is on tomorrow's quiz, you all need to be on board with this. Now, let's type it in. Make sure we can all get the right answer. I got $36,838.94. That will be on tomorrow's quiz. Now, let's look at part 2. When will her salary be tripled? Okay, now wait. When will her salary be tripled? So, am I looking for this number now?
Yes.
No, I'm not looking for this number. I am looking for this number, aren't I? The term, the salary value is triple 24,500. What's 24,500 times 3?
7,300.
7,300. Okay, so I know this is the ending salary. I know that the starting salary was 24,500, and I know I'm multiplying by 1.06. What do I not know?
Term.
What that is, right? Right? So what do I put up here? I should put x minus 1 or n minus 1, whatever variable you want to use. But why do we have to put that minus 1 on there? Well, that's the way the formula is, because this is always 1 less than the actual term, right? All right, so how do we solve this? Who remembers from yesterday, step 1? Got to move the 24,500, and when we move it, are we adding it? What are we doing it? Nope, we're not subtracting it. We're dividing it. This is a multiplication right here, so we need to divide it. And voila, when you do the division, this just becomes a 3. That's just 3. That's gone, and now we have this. this is where things get crazy. You have to know what to do now. Now we're going to put a logarithm on both sides. So we're actually physically going to write log on both sides, just like that. And then the coolest thing ever is this comes out in front. So now it says log 3 equals n minus 1 log 1.06. Then what?
You divide log 1.
We're going to divide by log 1.06 because we are trying to get n by itself, right?
Correct.
So when we type this in, who remembers my caution from yesterday? Close the parentheses. That will be disastrous, people, if you don't close the parentheses. I closed my parentheses and got 18.85. So the answer to the question is, when will her salary be tripled? In 19.85 years, so almost 20 years it'll take her to get her salary tripled. Thank goodness it didn't take me that long. But then again, my starting salary was only $6,000, so. Okay, you ready? Here we go, last one on this page. Anthony's car depreciates 4.5% per year. Its original value is $15,678. What is the car's value in 3 years? So, part 1, we're looking for the third term. Macy, we're going to try this again. What is the third term in problem C1? Now, what does depreciate mean? Minus. So you're going to take 1 minus the percent. What's the percent? 0.045. So with your calculator or by hand, subtract 1 minus 0.045. And that's what goes right here. And since that's a 3, this is going to be a 2. Right, folks? So here we go. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0.955. His car's going to be worth $14,298.73. Good with that? When will the car be worth half of its original value? Well, what is half of its original value?
7,839.
All right, so we want to know when it's going to be worth $7,839. That's the value of the car. So that goes right here. That's the value of the car. So what goes over here then? What's that going to equal? 15,678 times 0.955 to what power? N minus 1. What's step 1?
Divide.
Divide the 15.
Divide. We always start off with a division. And of course, what's going to happen,
0.5.
we're just going to get 0.5. Yep. Everybody okay so far? Now what? Log both sides. And then, magically, wonderfully, this comes out here. So now we have log 0.5 equals n minus 1 log 0.955. And then divide. Practice typing it in to make sure we are remembering to close our parentheses. I got 15.05. So when will the car be worth half its value?
16.05.
16.05. Everybody good so far with that? All right. I want you to think about something for a second now. We're going on. We're going to do the next thing. But before we do, I just want you to think about something. I want you to think about this problem for a second. Let's suppose that I assigned two problems today, 6 problems tomorrow, 18 problems the next day, and so on. You see what's happening? Okay. This is definitely a geometric sequence, right? Now, I am going to ask 2 questions. I'm going to write them down. I want you to think about them. And I want you to tell me if you think they're the same question, just worded differently, or if it's 2 separate questions. 1 question. How many will I assign on the 10th day? Don't say anything. Just think about that question. How many will I assign on the 10th day? And how many will I have assigned by the 10th day? Now, I want you to read both those questions, think about the situation, and then I would like someone to be brave and tell me whether you think they're the same question, just asked with different grammar, or whether they are different questions. Q, is your hand up? What do you think?
So on the 10th day, saying like how many I was assigned, then by the 10th day, it's not how many you were assigned on the 10th day. So they're different.
Let me change that word to an on. What do you think? Is he?
I think they're different because, like,
Talk louder so they can hear.
I think they're different because if you assign 2 problems on the 10th day, or like 4 problems on the 10th day, but you've been assigning 2 problems leading up to that every single day, then on the 10th day, how how many will you have assigned. Basically, like, you have assigned like 6 problems by the time you got to the 10th day, and then on the 10th day, you only assigned 2.
Okay, so what you're saying to me
They're
is
different.
that, yes, they are different. She's right. And what she's saying is, if we look at the sequence, it's 2, 6, 18, and so on. Let's look at the 3rd day. If the question is how many will I assign on the 3rd day, the answer is 18. But how many have I assigned on the 18th day? Then we need to, or on the 3rd day. Don't we need to add all those up? So now we're going to talk about, we already know how to answer this question. If we want the 10th day, we say a sub 10, that's the 10th day, and we take our starting number times our ratio to the 1 less power. That would be the answer on the 10th day. Would you agree with me? To do this one, we need a sum. We need an S formula, a sum term formula. So, up at the top of your page, I did not leave you much room, I apologize. But on the top of the page, I need you to write this formula down. You do not have to memorize it. If you need it, I will give it to you, but you need to know how to use it. So, I don't want a 10 there. I want an N there, all right? So this is gonna be your general formula anytime you need to add them up. Now the hard part, kids, is going to be reading the question and deciding. So you gotta do what Izzy did and kind of pick it apart word by word. If you need to add them up, here is your formula. You do not need to memorize it. I don't want you to be scared of it. It is not a hard formula to use at all. What does A sub 1 stand for? First term. So I'm adding up 10 terms. So N is 10. That's how many you're adding up. So my first term was 2. What do you think R stands for? The ratio, which is 3. Now here's the difference. In this formula, the exponent's the same. So that's going to be a 10 over 1 minus 3. Now, does everybody understand all the numbers in those spots? Now, I would recommend that the first thing you do is go ahead and take care of this. This is always going to be a pretty easy thing to figure out. So I'm going to go ahead and make my bottom just -2. Would you agree with that? All right. Now, those of you with calculators, get them out. Oh, shoot. I didn't really leave you room to write all this down. Oh, what? It's on video. Take a picture of it if you want. Macy? Macy, what's on the quiz tomorrow?
What's on the quiz tomorrow, Macy?
Just like the first half.
Bingo. That's right. That's right. So this is all stuff we need to know, but not for tomorrow's quiz. All right. So here's what I want you to do. If you have your calculator, I want you to type in the top and type it exactly the way it looks. So 2 minus 2, parentheses 3, close parentheses to the 10th power. So 2 minus 2, parentheses 3, close parentheses to the 10th power. You should have gotten -118,096.
Yeah.
And then you just hit divided by -2. So the answer is 59,048. Okay? Now, again, I'm sorry, I should have left more room on there. If you want to take a picture of this, you absolutely can, since I didn't leave you much room to write it down. And then that gives us an opportunity. No, we're not done. We're going to do the first problem. We still have 4 minutes. We still have 4 minutes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do problem 1A, or 7A. 7A. 1, 5, 25, 125. 2 questions. It says find the sum, or excuse me, it says find the 8th term and find the sum of 8 terms. That's what it says in the directions. Find the 8th term and the sum of the first 8. So here we go. What is the 8th term? 1 times 5 to the 7th. That's the 8th term. The first term times the ratio to the 7th. So 78,125. Everybody okay with that? Now this is the sum. So this is our new formula right here. So here we go. What's the formula say? If we are adding up 8 of them, 1 minus 1 times 5 to the 8th over 1 minus 5. Now let's clean up that bottom first. So 1 minus 1 times 5 to the 8th over negative 4. Now if you type in exactly what I wrote on top, you're going to be good. 1 minus 1 parentheses 5 to the 8th equals, I got negative 390,000. And then divided by negative 4. You should get 97,656 as your answer. All right, good work. That's enough for now. We'll pick up there tomorrow after we take our quiz. All this, I've been posting the videos in Schoology, so you can always go back.